Today we're going to make, we're making a couple of different clones. We're going to do a Newcastle Brown Ale clone and a Samuel Smith Nut Brown Ale clone. Which one did we do first? The Newcastle was so fast that I forgot to videotape it, sorry. So we're going to do the Samuel Smith next, which is fairly simple too. We're just going to be using liquid malt and two kinds of hops, Cascade and Fuggles. And that's about it. So here we go. We're going to be, this is a extract as I said before, and we're going to be using two different kinds of extract. We have 4 pounds of Alexander's Pale extract, and we have about 2.5 pounds of a dark extract. I think I'm using Cooper's. And what we're going to do is we're going to, I think I hear boiling. If you open the pot, sir. Yep, we're just about boiling in there. So you can take that off. Oop, I steamed up my natural effects there. And Walt's going to be the stirrer again. And we're just going to start adding. We're just going to start adding the malt extract.
No thanks. If you want to do it again, then I'll do it.
Okay. That's one. And normally, like this is liquid extract, and there's dry, of course. Normally, if we're using strictly grains, we'd use like a pale grain to get that kind of colored wort, sweet wort. But this work is done for us ahead of time, and you can see the color changing as I'm putting the dark malt in, because we're doing a nice nut brown ale.
Do this. What?
Okay, and that's good. Then I'm going to set my handy dandy timer for 60 minutes. Whoops. There we go. I just wanted to show you guys this while I'm waiting for my next step for the other brew. This is the Newcastle Brown Ale, and we had a big snowstorm, so I'm taking advantage of that to cool my wort. As you can see, it takes a little longer, of course, than using a coil, but I don't really like using the copper coil method, only because it does waste a lot of water, and I'm a poor brewer, so I don't have one of those recyclable systems. So I'm taking advantage of the winter weather and actually cooling my wort down here outside in a snowbank. As you can see, I do have a cap on it, so there's nothing getting in it for you people that are probably going crazy because I'm outside with my brew. But it's working fine for me. As you can see, it's gone down a little bit in the snowbank, and I'm going to be bringing the other one out here as well. So if you're an avid brewer and want to keep brewing through the winter, because normally I'm out here on my deck, as you can see it's all snowed and everything, but I'm normally out here on my deck brewing during the spring and the summer and the fall. But in winter time I switch to extracts, and this is just a nice environmentally sound way of chilling your wort. So use it if you wanna. Works for me. Thanks. Okay, I was just reading my directions, and I have Cascade and I have Fuggles hops. I actually put the Cascade in first, which I should have put in second. So I'm gonna switch this up a little bit and say it like right now I've only been going about 10 minutes. At about 30 minutes I'm gonna pop in my Fuggles and some Irish moss and kind of cut it short. But hopefully it'll just change the flavor a little bit because of the hops. But I'll check the acidity of the Cascade as well as the Fuggles and kind of formulate and see what I come up with. And about a teaspoon and a half of Irish moss goes in there as well. And Irish moss will just help clear the beer.
He's drunk.
Woo! So one of my tricks, I don't know if you can see that in there, but I put some ice water in the bucket, and I actually got this from Alton Brown from the Food Network. He usually uses about 8 pounds of ice. I'm just using whatever I had in my freezer, but this is a nice way to chill your wort down as well. And I will be pouring the wort in here very shortly into the bucket, but that's okay, you guys get the idea. We're at the last couple seconds here. And I'm going to turn this puppy off and then pour it into my bucket, and then put it outside with the other one. The other one's just about ready to pitch the yeast. Okay, that's good. So there are my 2 brews cooling down naturally in the snow. Then the final step is I'm just going to pour this dry yeast right over the wort, kind of sprinkle it evenly. A lot of people rehydrate their yeast, which is fine. I usually don't. I just pour it on top and then put my top on and let the beer do its job. I think this will be fine. It's this is a nut brown ale. It's dark. The alcohol volume is going to be probably about 6% alcohol. Maybe I would aerate it if it was you know, a higher gravity, 9% or whatever. But this should be fine. People are probably like, "You're talking too much now. You got like air going." You know, there's a lot of open air fermentation going on these days, so people really should chill out a little bit about fermentation and all that stuff. But anyway, I am going to go get the top and then put the brew belt on and set this puppy aside to start fermenting.